Round 3 at Bahrain.
Hello, I'm very good.
Good to hear, mate. Good to hear. You looking forward to today?
Yep.
Today due to technical difficulties. Probably my bad, but yeah,
Yes.
we won't say nothing about that. Right, should we get these over to the track quite quickly?
Yeah,
And then
we should.
And we should. Oh, so what are you looking forward to today, Mills?
I think Mr. Hamilton 44 coming back from his interesting spell in Abu Dhabi. Let's see what he can bring to the track. Let's see if the other guys can compete with him first of all.
Do you reckon Curly can dominate again or not?
I think he's going to have a close battle with Curly Wurly. I think those two will be close together, but I think he'll win it. I don't think he'll dominate though.
Nah, you think Curly will win over Hamilton?
Oh no, I think Hamilton will win, but I think he'll be close. I don't think he'll dominate.
I get you. Alright, just waiting for the boys to ready up.
Right, are they ready to go? Yes, they are.
Just waiting for the last couple. Mills, you'll go through the standings from round 2 in China?
Yep, I've got them right with me. And after 2 rounds, these are the standings at the moment. Curly Wurly leads the standings with 43 points. Second is Overdyking with 28 points. Third, Mr. Hamilton 44 with 25 points. 1 point behind him in 4th is Mornay 77 with 24 points. 5th is Jamie James with 19 points. I can't even pronounce it, is 6th with 15 points. 7th is F1 Roadrunner with 10 points. Also 7th is Caribbean Crush with 10 points. Ken Lander is next with 8. Coming Together 85 has 6. Breaking Clays has 6 as well. Schmet has 4. GT5 King has 2. Bleeding Sunrise has a single point. And Tempfear and Durofin both have no points so far.
So Tim's back on his first appearance this season?
Yes, he is. See how he fits in. Be interesting.
Right, and I'll go for the constructors. First we have AKC Haas, Curly 5th, or joint 5th. We have Vintage Torpedoes. Renault.
Very hard to pronounce that.
Yeah.
Don't blame me.
Oh, and RB13 again. Then 7th we have Pink Panther Force India. In 8th place we have TG OT Ferrari, Toro Rosso.
Lovely. Right, let's see if anyone's getting out on track. Overdyking's just about to go out if you want to get on him.
Should jump on him right now.
Just looking at the weather, it looks like it's going to be dry throughout.
That's no fun then, is it, Mills?
We like to see heavy rain, but that's not expected at Bahrain, is it?
Exactly, in Bahrain. Nice sunny hot. Nah, never. Right, over Donkey's on his outlap.
He's on the soft tyres as well.
All on his lonesome. Also got Mr. Hamilton 44 out as well. If we follow Overdogging on his outlap,
yep.
I'll let you run through his lap.
Yeah, well, he's on the soft tyre. Just looking at other drivers coming out of the pits, we've got Raven Vaj and Jamie James, both on the super soft tyres. Got GT5 King coming out on the mediums actually. I need to retire from the session. That's a thing I should have done.
Oh, we had Durofin message the chat saying, why have you started without me?
Oh, fortunately we did start quite late. I don't know if he got an invite or not, did he?
Yeah, well, I think we did.
Right, let me see. Let me get on board with the Dyking.
Now come to the pit straight.
Right. Okay, yeah, I'll go through his lap then. He is the first on a lap as he goes through the first corner on the soft tyres. Takes the apex of the second part to that tricky corner quite well. Coming down now to where he'll see how his first sector compares with everyone else, although he won't see any because no one else has set a lap yet. Locks up a little bit into there. He completes his first sector then, and really nicely through. Oh, he's got traffic. See how this affects him. Really nicely through that section though. Takes the apex quite well. Gets on the traction well as well. Leading Sunrise does well to get out of the way. And oh, this may be trouble. Caribbean Crush does pretty good there to get out of the way, I would say. Quite a difficult area. He's got his DRS open. He's going down the back straight now. Braking point, heavy braking point. Hard to get the apex right. He looks like he's got a bit of understeer coming out of that corner. It's going to cost him some lap time. Now he's coming to see how his second sector is, and it's 28.8 seconds. He's got a bit wide there. So let's see what his first lap is. Overdyking comes through to set a 129.5.
Mills, any good? You've probably done more practice than me.
I've done no practice.
Oh.
I don't know if this is good or not.
Means we're a great pair then.
Yeah, brilliant. I'm just looking at 1 second.
Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Mr. Hamlin, he was. Oh, he goes first fast with 128.7.
We didn't see Mr. Hamilton's lap, but we saw from Overdyking stuff he went wide a few times, so I'm assuming there's more to come from Overdyking. So actually, Ravnavage has just gone faster on the super soft tyres.
I think we've got a Haas on a lap as well, which I think is Curly. Nope.
Miss.
Yep, Curly's on a lap. He's on sector 1 right now.
Okay, I'll get on board with him in a sec. Curly Whirly then, do you wanna go through this one?
Ideally not, because I'm used to the corners.
Right, okay then, Curly Whirly. His first lap on the super soft tyres. We'd expect him to go faster than some of these drivers with obviously with a faster tyre. Coming through to see his middle sector then. And ooh, is he on a lap? I think my telemetry is a bit.
He's on a lap. Is now
weird.
basically near enough the 120s. Now go back to go on the back straight.
All good. Right, let's see what Curly Whirly does then on his first lap in Bahrain. And it is going to be a 128.3, and he takes pole for the minute.
Bank a lap, do you reckon?
Oh no, I think he was pushing. I think he was trying to make a statement. No, that's a very fast lap. Is it a very fast lap? It's fastest out of all, but
your guess is mob.
we can only guess.
Yeah, I know some of these boys have got into the 127s during practice. I've heard. You probably see Mr. Hamilton reach the 127s, I reckon.
With the short qualifying times, it looks like a lot of drivers are going back into the pits, and then I'm assuming they're going to come out for one final run.
Is 10th Fear on a run?
Yeah, I was literally about to say that. Get on board with 10th Fear. He's starting his first lap of the session, but if he completes this, then I don't think he'll have time to get back in the pits and come back out again. But regardless, it is 10th here on the soft tyres. You said this is his first outing this season, right?
Yep, first outing.
Yeah, so he's got something to prove then. On 0 points, obviously. Probably looking for, I would say, a top 3. This qualifying session would be good for him.
I haven't actually seen him race. We did used to race in the Summer League, but I haven't raced with him all season. I say he hasn't raced at all, so no idea what we're looking at.
Oh well, so for drivers who haven't seen him then on the track as well, this will be also interesting for them. Obviously, everyone's in the pits; they may be spectating, seeing where 10th is in the pecking order then, and he's gone very, very wide at the at that corner just there, that short corner that was. But it's all experiencing a bit of lag.
He's now coming to the second to last back straight.
Yeah, you want to carry on with it because I can't see where he is at the moment.
Now going to the last corner, now into the pit straight. Now about to cross the line with a 1:25 and 29.5. So 6th fastest on his first outing on a soft tyre.
I would say that's a pretty good lap considering he's on the softs, and
it's pretty reasonable.
he could just, yeah, it's reasonable. I think reasonable is the best word to use here. In mid-table, won't be overly satisfied, but won't be overly dissatisfied either. I'm experiencing a lot of lag at the moment.
Oh great, that's even better news for me. Seems alright to me.
Lagging a lot for you?
Nah. Seems alright to me in a minute.
I'm assuming this is my connection then. Unfortunate, sorry about this. You might want to, actually no, he's not near his. Just looking at drivers on the outlap.
What about Schmidt? And
it's about to start.
Oh, there you go. Just no. Yeah, just jumped on with Schmidt.
Yep. Yeah, I'll go on board with Schmidt 85 then. Hasn't set a lap yet. Don't know if he's been out already, but he's on the super soft tyres. And let's see what he does. Then it is Schmidt 85. He's been running, I'll say, towards maybe the midfield of how it. Tell me if my microphone is lagging, by the way.
No, you're fine.
This season, and okay, he set a 29.3 first sector then, and oh, the connection is not nice. It is not nice at all. Oh, you might want to go through the rest of the lap, mate. It's lagging a lot for me.
Schmidt's now in the first DRS zone. Pretty tight lap at the moment, now turn left. Fast left, right. Now about to come to the back straight. Does look a pretty tight lap what we've seen so far. Now going around the fast corner.
Go with this?
I reckon a random 7th.
7th then.
Yeah, I haven't seen it a couple of times.
Rabin Vard's just retired. I'm just going to go quickly see what happened.
Oh, even worse. No, he went 12th fastest. Well, 1:30.6.
Well, there's a lot of work to do then for Schmidt. 85 on his lap. He's 2 seconds off the pace. Curly Whirly, actually, who I didn't notice, has actually gone and. Oh no, it's the same time as before.
No, same time.
Ignore me.
One thing I've noticed,
set another lap.
Mr. Hammond's 3rd on a soft tyre.
I would say that's pretty good then.
Might be one to watch. With Curly back out.
He's in the pits at the moment. I don't think he's going. No, he's not going out again. So I'm assuming this is a tactics thing from Mr. Hamilton. He's got 3 super soft runners in Jimmy James, Ken Lander, Sertak Karatepe, all starting behind him. So I guess at the start he's going to be hampered a bit, but we'll see, I guess.
Do you want to go for Curly's last lap?
Right, it's Curly on the lap now.
Yep. Now on the pit straight.
Right, so Curly Whirly then. Current pole leader, and Mr. Hamilton's just been pushed down to 4th. Actually, his Overdykink's gone 3rd. He's got a bit of pressure taken off him now. Reppenbarge is out of the session, so is Mr. Hamilton. I don't think Overdykink is going to run again. So Curly Whirly with a 3 lap time then to see. Let's see what he can do. Sets a 28.3 first sector. Really nice through those left right-hander corners there. Takes the apex really nicely of a deep right-hander. Coming up as a small gradient, it's the hill. This is a very, very difficult corner. Locks up the front left a bit, but takes it well anyway. Comes up to the first DRS straight. There's a car quite a way ahead of him. I don't know if that car's on a lap, so it may not affect him. Right, very hard braking zone here. How does he do? He takes it pretty nicely, I would say. Gets on the power nicely as well. Right-handed there. Feels really nice when you take that flat out.
Goes
a bit wide. Yeah, a bit wide on that corner, but I don't think it's going to matter anyway. So let's see if Curly Way does go faster, just for, I guess, the personal satisfaction. And yes, he does. He goes 2/10 faster, absolutely blowing away the rest of the competition there. And Curly Way takes pole.
But as you say, if Mr. Hammer went out on a super soft tyre, would it be different?
Yeah, I just feel that's a tactics thing from Mr. Hamilton.
Curtis, you're trying to prove a point, saying I'm here to stay.
It's going to make. I think if Mr. Hamilton's on the softs and Curly's on the super softs, assuming they switch tyres or Curly's on the harder tyre later on, could prove to be an opportunity for like an overtake or a battle or something. So yeah, it should be quite interesting.
Just waiting for the rest of the cars to retire. Obviously I can't switch because we love this game so much.
And that is qualifying over. What's your thoughts on that qualifying then?
I want to see what Mr. Hamilton's planning along. Gotta think, been in Abu Dhabi, come back here and thinking, oh, what can I do to piss these boys off?
Yeah, I think there's an opportunity for quite a interesting battle in the midfield from about 8th to 12th. You see all the guys on soft tyres there. So I think the race will be split into two segments really. Generally super soft tyre, the guys with the super softs at the front and the soft tyres will be running in batches, if you get what I'm trying to say.
Just looking at the times, you got to think, Mr. Hamilton's a 1:28.7. It's a big jump.
You can see the difference.
It's a big jump.
Jeez. Here it is. I mean, Mr. Hamilton's obviously been racing a lot recently with esports, etc. So you'd expect him to have some sort of advantage, I guess.
Right, so I'll go through the qualifying before we quickly disappear. First got Curly Wordy, second Ramavaj. Third we've got Over Dykink, fourth Mr. Hamilton, fifth Jemmy James, sixth Kane Ianda, seventh Seratek, eighth 10th here, and did you catch any more? Disappeared before even...
I've got them on the screenshot. 9th was Bleeding Sunrise, 10th was Breaking Clays, 11th was Mornay 77, 12th was F1 Roadrunner, 13th was Schmet 85. I believe there was a few more runners. I didn't get those ones. So
so here we go. Race day.
I need to quickly... Oh shit, I can't retire from the session. Okay,
no,
you're gonna have to go for the start. So I'm just gonna go to the side and let the cars through.
No problem.
I don't think there are any cars behind me anyway, so...
No, you should be fine. Obviously just get out of the way if you can.
Yeah.
Alright, just waiting for the boys to continue. After set up a strategy, what would you go now? High fuel or low fuel?
Oh, Bahrain. From my experience, especially on this game, that fuel is hard to keep like positive. So I'm assuming most of the drivers are going to put extra fuel to try and get a good first few laps in. And here we go.
Right, here's the start. 4 lights, 5 lights. And they're off. Okay, he's got an awesome start. Coming down to the first corner. Oh, it's a bit of a lag jump there from Williams. All pretty clean for the first corner.
Right,
second.
Let me catch up. Right. Oh, Toro Rosso. Sertat Karatepe nearly being spun around. Just looking at Mornay 77. Oh, there's a battle at the front now as Curly Welly keeps the lead from Over Dykink in second place. Third is Ravenvaj. Fourth is Mr. Hamilton 44. He's already on the back of him, so you may want to keep an eye on that battle. There's a yellow flag, just see if there's any crashes. Looking down the order, let's see who's Kane Lyander. Kane Lyander's crashed. He's down to 16th place. Not sure what's happened there. Let me see if I can see if he's got any damage. I can't really see at the moment, but Kane Lyander is back at the end of the field, so I'm assuming he's had a crash.
That's the second week in a row, isn't it?
Yeah, really unlucky for Kane. Australia as well was really bad for him.
Was it?
Crashed out on the crashed out on
that was the last lap, wasn't it?
lap.
That's
Yeah.
where you got to be gutted.
Yeah. There's a big battle going on for 7th place with Sertak Karantepe and Breaking Clays and Bleeding Sunrise
Free
as well,
wide.
putting himself
Oh.
in the battle. Oh, Sertak's going for it down the inside, and didn't look like he had a traction. Bleeding Sunrise is going for a move on Sertak as well. So Jamie James goes into the pits. I don't know if he has any damage or not. But yeah, he pits.
Do you reckon possible jump start?
Oh no, he's gone for medium tyres, so I'm assuming he's going long. Who else is in the pits? Caribbean Crush is in the pits. Oh, he's stacking with Durafin actually, if you want to take a look at that. Durafin's going to be miles down the order after this, but Durafin goes on to soft tyres. Caribbean Crush has gone on to mediums.
It's a great battle for 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th and 10th.
Yes, more importantly though, there's actually a battle at the front for a 1st, 2nd, 3rd and 4th. If you want to go take a look at that.
Now taking the browse.
Here we go then. Ravenvaj is on the back of Overdyking, and Mr. Hamilton, I don't think he's close enough to attack Ravenvaj. But let's see, can he attack Overdyking then and take back his 2nd place? Overdyking had a good start. Up to 2nd place then. And let's see what he can do. Mornay goes up into 11th place, overtaking GT5 King.
Just had a quick look, you got 10th Fear and Breaking Clays. Made 7 positions altogether at the start. Might be 2 to watch.
Just looking at the winners and losers from that start then.
We've got Ramin Badger and Mr. Hamilton side by side down the pit straight.
This is Mr. Hamilton 44 then, on the soft tyres, battling Ravenvaj. Can he go all the way around the outside? Makes it look easy, and all of a sudden he's into 3rd place. Yeah, good start from Mr. Hamilton then, on the soft tyres actually. What do you think of that then? He's on the soft tyres and he's battling with these guys.
That's just mad. That's just madness, isn't it?
Yeah, he's just madness. He's just madness. Yeah, this is going to be a great race. It's going to be interesting to see Curly's tactics in trying to keep him at bay.
You got to think, he's pulled out what, just over a second. You got to think, Mr. Hamilton's going to go long. What's going to happen at the end? Is this a 2-stop or is it?
Ooh. I don't know, you know. I haven't had really a chance to see what strategies people are going for, so I'm not going to make a comment on that one. I'm not really sure.
Let's have a browse down the field. Oh, we've got Bleeding Sunrise and Ceratec all together.
As Curly Whirly's actually pulling out a lead now. It's got a 1.3 second gap, as you said before. Mr. Hamilton's going for a move on the Overdyking. You may want to get on board. 2nd place.
DRS assist.
Oh, Overdyking, I mean,
Straight,
Jamie James has got
straight tactical defending.
I mean, what do you do about that? Really good for Mr. Hamilton. Makes it look absolutely easy, and he's going to chase down Curly Whirly for the lead. That's going to be a great battle in a few laps then. You want to get on board with, you might want to get on board with Sertak Karantepe. I think that's the closest battle we have at the moment.
You've also got a battle behind them, which is Ceratec and F1 Roadrunner.
Schmidt, yeah.
Oh yeah, Schmidt.
Yeah. Can you stay on board with that battle? I'm just going to keep an eye at the front to see if anything. Oh, you might want to get on front. You might want to get on the front. Mr. Hamilton's going past Curly Whirly already. He's just eaten that 1 second gap, and he's already into the lead. I mean, what do you say to that? I don't really know what to say at the moment. Yeah, thoughts on that one? Jesus Christ.
What happened?
Thoughts on that one?
Did Caddy go wide or what?
I don't think he did. I was on board with him for the last few corners, and he just ate up that gap.
We just stay with him for the DRS zone.
Jesus.
Sipping him.
I think I said that I expected a battle in the next few laps because the gap was 1.5 seconds. Our colleagues are going back at Miss Hamilton here, and let's see what he can do here. Miss Hamilton late on the brakes.
Oh.
Ooh, can he make a move back to take first place? Yes, he can. Really nice move from Curly Whirly. Takes back the lead of the race. Miss Hamilton's on the outside here though. Let's see what he can do. They touch a little bit. I don't think there was any damage. Over Dyking's now looking to go past Mr. Hamilton as well. He backs out there. Good battle, top four.
You gotta think, in Curry's situation, you're fighting him. He's on the hardest compound. You're just gonna ruin his strategy.
Dyking's going. Oh no, he isn't settling in. I mean, I thought I saw a bit of front wing fly off there, but I was mistaken. Mr. Hamilton's going to go back at Curly Whirly then. You want to repeat what you were going to say then?
You got to think, Curly's situation in the super soft tyre, Mr. Hamilton on soft. Does Curly let him go? I think tactical.
I mean, if you let him go, I mean, you're sort of just giving up the race, aren't you? Because at some point he's going to be on the harder tyre and Mr. Hamilton's going to be on the softer one, and then he's going to absolutely blitz away from him. So I think defending now reduces your losses towards the end of the race, so maybe there'll be a smaller gap. So if something does happen to Mr. Hamilton, Curly's got a higher chance of winning from that position.
Curly's already gone defensive down the straight.
Yeah, I think he will hold on. Should hold on from here.
Yeah, it's a big enough gap. Just enough gap behind him. You got a Rama badge right up the back of Dog King.
Yes. Oh, we might want to get on board with Sertak Karantepe. If that battle is there anything going on?
No, it's been about the same gap for the past 3 laps. Bleeding Sunrise is keeping his distance on a soft tyre as well.
So he's doing quite well then. Just looking at the stops, Jamie James, Caribbean Crash and Durafin, no one else has stopped yet. Just looking, running on. Barring Mr. Hamilton, the highest running soft tyre runner is 10th here at the moment. What do you think of how his race has gone so far?
10th is it's been quiet really, and you gotta think he's gained 3 positions already. What's he, 3 seconds off Ram?
Would you say he'd be quietly satisfied then? First race back. Ravage, something's happened to 10th there. Just looking to see, there's nothing on the...
sector 2.
He's pitting. I'm just going to stay with him to see if he has any damage. You may want to get on board with a battle for 7th place. Let's see.
You gotta think, Bleeding's getting DRS off Breaking Clays, and you also got Sertek getting DRS, so they just cancel each other out.
Yeah, I think this battle's got a long way to go in this race. Ravavach has gone for the medium tyre then, so he's going to be running long into this race. You might want to get on board, battle for the lead. Mr. Hamilton now right up on the back of Curly Whirly. This race never ceases. Curly Whirly's run very wide, and Mr. Hamilton needs no further asking, takes that position, and he is into the lead of this race again. And this is a great race. This is a great race so far. You
gotta think, Over Dogkin's got to be rubbing his hands. These two are battling away, I'm just sneaking up behind them.
It's a great battle. Top 3. I did say I don't think Mr. Hamilton will dominate, although he's been very good. Curly Whirly's staying with him for a while.
Do you think Curly's tyres are gone? You got to think he's now put out 7 temps and
I
what?
think
One sector.
you can already see, yeah, you can already see the gap is around 9 temps now, nearly 9 temps, 7 temps actually. But I think if Mr. Hamilton can just pull a really clean lap, maybe put it in rich mix, and open a gap, I think he has the lead secured for the next portion of this race.
Ceratec's, oh, Ceratec's close.
There's the he's on the super soft tires, and Bleeding Sunrise on the soft. So if Bleeding Sunrise can hold on, I think Ceratec should theoretically fall away over the next 2 or 3 laps.
Some good news from Durofin made a decision. Made a move on GT5 King.
Oh, nice. He's up to 15th place.
Apart from that, they're all pretty stretched out, aren't they?
Yeah. What was I just looking for? Yeah, Mr. Hamilton now opening that gap up to Curly Wurly. Do you want to? Now the race has settled down a little bit. Do you want to just run through the order, or do you want me to do that, or do you want to go through that?
Going off for. I think first I've got Mr. Hamilton 44 with 1 second gap to Curly Wurly in second. 7 tenths behind, you've got Overdog King. 4 seconds behind the lead pack, you've got 10th here. In 5th place, 3 seconds behind, you got Breaking Clays. In 6th, in 7 tenths behind, Bleeding Sunrise. 7th, you got Ceratec. 8, you got has he? Oh, Schmidt now goes to 7th. Mornay to 8th. You got F1 Road running 10th at the minute. 11th is Kane, now 10th. 12th is Ramavaj.
It's very complicated if someone goes into
13th is Jimmy James, 14th Caribbean Crush, 15th Durofin, 16th GT5 King.
And Ceratec comes out in 12th place on the medium tyres then.
You got Jamie James in the pit again?
Oh, he is. Penalty. Is that? Oh no, he's getting a front wing change. So yeah, that's his second stop of the day. He's down in 14th place, and I'm assuming he's had another incident or he's hit the wall or something. Because 2 stops after 9 laps is not a regular thing in Formula 1. So.
Who's on nearest battle? You got Bleeding and Breaking Clays. Oh, Breaking Clays.
Kane Lyanda and F1 Roadrunner are quite close. It's a battle for 9th place. Get on board.
If you stick with them, I'll stick on with Breaking Clays and Bleeding.
Cool.
Both on the soft tyre, of course. Bleeding Sunrise with DRS, what do you reckon?
Overdiking into the pits. Let me see. Bleeding Sunrise on Breaking Clays here. Oh, I think he's too far. He's too far. Next lap. Oh, is he for a late move?
Oh,
Ken Landers retired from the session. Let me see what's happened to him. He's binned it. He's binned it in the wall, and it's another.
He's going to hate that.
His wheel was. I just saw his wheel rolling across the track. If this was real F1, somebody wouldn't be alive right now. But
we've now got Mornay gain a position on Schmidt. Yeah, I was speaking to Kane last night. You got to think, last week they gained a fair enough points, him and Curly Wurly.
It's just really disappointing from Kane. It's just not going well for him so far. What do you think of Curly's tyres actually? Just looking at them, they look a bit worn.
Let's have a quick browse. Look fairly, lap 10, like I say, it's got to be in over the next lap or lap after.
Yeah.
These do max 12 laps, I think. The super soft.
There's about for 10th at the moment. Overdiking, who obviously just pitted and is now on the mediums, battling with Ramavaj. These two were close to each other on track, but Ramavaj pitted earlier because I think he had an incident. Kylie Wurley's into the pits, actually, so I'm going to quickly check what he goes on to. medium tyres for Curly Wurly, as have a lot of the drivers on foot.
Just staying away from the super softs.
I think from here on in, any driver who started on super softs is now at a disadvantage. I don't think they're good race tyres. I think they're good quality tyres to get you as high as possible, but from there you really want to be rotating between the softs and mediums. That's just me. You can have your own preferences.
Did F1 Roadrunner just go in the pits?
Yes, it has.
Just put the super soft on.
Okay, so it's like he was just listening to me and just decided he doesn't like me very much and decided to put the super softs on. That's his tactic. Looking at 7th, 8th and 9th, these guys are pretty much battling.
Four-way battle.
Ooh, I don't know. Well, these three, 7th, 8th and 9th, were all pitted. And let me just check. No, Viking and Ramavaj. Maybe Ramavaj will be a bit behind, but we'll see.
Oh, pressed the wrong button there. Sorry, my bad. I pressed the middle button and I went straight to the PS menu. Right, I am sticking with Curly over Viking and Ram. That's easy saying Ram. Just sorry, bud.
Looking at the soft tyre runners, all of their tyres look really worn. Everyone in the top 6.
Let's have a browse for him first. Let's start with Mr. Hamilton. You got, I think, what, 14, 15?
Yeah, I think he's got. I mean, if you look at the difference between his tyres and 10th, 5th, I mean, he's pitting. This Hamilton's pitting. So this is a crucial part of the race then. Race leader pits. I'm going to keep an eye on Curly Wurly to see where he is. This is a big moment then. This Hamilton puts medium tyres.
I'm not sure.
Quick pit stop. Curly Wurly's on the straight. Where's Mr. Hamilton? Oh, this is going to be really close actually.
You just have to bear with me a sec, the stream's gone down.
Oh, has it?
Yeah.
Curly Wurly's alongside. Okay, can they still hear me?
I would have thought so. I'll just quickly.
Oh my god, you're literally missing the best battle. This is a ridiculous battle. This is actually a ridiculous battle. If they can still hear me, I'm just going to do some radio commentary for you then. Overdiking is literally all over the back of Curly Wurly, and Curly Wurly was alongside Mr. Hamilton. As he came out of the pits, Mr. Hamilton held the inside, there was a bit of contact. Overdiking's now going for a move. This is assuming you all can still hear me, because if you can't hear me then this is absolutely pointless.
They can hear you.
Oh, they can hear me, okay then. Mr. Hamilton is pulling a gap already, so this race looks, unless he makes a mistake, I think he's got this in the bag now after that set of pit stops. Overdiking is still absolutely going at Curly Wurly, and Ramavaj is now has got like a 0.5 second gap to the back of them as they come into the third sector.
Just give me 2